Division of fractions and whole numbers. We are going to learn to divide fractions by whole numbers and divide whole numbers by fractions. Our first question here is, Megan walked 4 miles on Saturday. She stopped every 1/2 mile to do a quick exercise. How many times did she stop to exercise? Well, really what we want to figure out here is how many 1/2 miles are there in 4 miles? So how many times did she actually stop? So we know this is a division problem. So we want to start by dividing 4 by 1/2. Okay? And as we did with multiplication of fractions, we know that we want to turn that whole number into a fraction. Being that now that we're in the fraction world, let's make everything look like its proper fraction self. So we're going to put it over 1. And we're going to divide 4 over 1 by 1/2. So what you want to do when you're dividing fractions is use this method we have here called KFC, keep, flip, and change. And what that means is that you want to keep the first fraction that we have in this expression. You want to flip the second fraction, and that means kind of like turn it upside down. The formal term for this is write its reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is actually 2 over 1. Okay? And then the C for change in KFC means we're going to change the operation to multiplication. So in the end, you're really never dividing fractions straightforward as you see it. You're really going to only wind up multiplying them. You're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So now let's multiply across the top. We have 4 times 2, which we know is 8, and 1 times 1 over 1. So that's 8 over 1, which actually means 8. So the answer to our question is 8 times. When Megan was walking 4 miles on Saturday, she stopped every 1/2 mile to do a quick exercise. So that means she stopped 8 times. So there's 1/2 mile, there's 8 1/2 miles in 4 miles. Now we're given the second question. Brian has half of a candy bar left. He wants to share it with 2 of his friends and himself. How much of the candy bar does each person get? Well, really what we're looking for is how we're going to divide half of a candy bar among 3 people. And I say 3 because notice in the question it does say that he wants to share it with 2 of his friends and himself. So we're going to take the 1/2 and actually divide that by 3. Okay? And like we said before, we're going to turn that 3 into what should look like a fraction. We're still just going to write the same expression here, and we should put 3 over 1. We're going to use the KFC method, so we are going to keep the first fraction, flip the second fraction. Notice this is the reciprocal of this. And then I'm just going to change the operation like I said I would do to multiplication. I'm just going to multiply across the top, so I have 1 over 6. So that means that we are going to share this 1/2 candy bar. Brian and his 2 friends are going to share this 1/2 candy bar into 1/6. Each one of them is going to get 1/6 of a piece that's remaining.